Dudek, because he started nicely. He's got 5 points, and that inside gate, and you must say that he must be possibly on paper a chance for another win here.
Yeah, he's making cracking starts. Got passed last time out by Leon Madsen, who was going quick in heat 5, but he's making great starts.
He is indeed, and as I say, his form has been pretty solid in the last few rounds, and that's very encouraging. So he's in 4th in the World Championship coming into tonight. So here we go then. Heat number 12, long pause. Jack Holder has made a decent start, but Mikkel Mikkelsen from the outside, I tell you what, gave Jack Holder a real slam in that first corner and barged his way into 2nd place. Ruthless Grand Prix Speedway right there, but Mikkel Mikkelsen from the outside gate, roaring away out in front. Got to say, Dudek now beginning to pick up the pace in 2nd place, looking strong. Jack Holder just recovering from that slam dunk that he received in the first corner off of Dudek, back in 3rd place, and Benjamin Basso out in front. So Mikkelsen out in front, riding really nicely, Dudek giving chase.
Yes, so Mikkel Mikkelsen will move on to 7 points if he stays here, and that'll be a comfortable position to be in, but Dudek working the inside, making a little bit of ground up, but I've got to say Mikkelsen looks comfortable with his bike out front, just riding on the edge of the dirt, and Basso at the back there, but Jack Holder, yeah, he did take a bit of a nudge going into that.
Here we go
turn.
then, round that last corner, and Mikkel Mikkelsen out in front, wins his 2nd heat of the night. Terrific effort from him, delighting the home crowd once again. Dudek there solid in 2nd place. Jack Holder just wiping a lot of the Kevlars that from the Patrick Dudek that he was almost wearing as he went through that first corner. But as I say, at this level it's tough stuff out there, and nobody went down, and Dudek was able to force his way into 2nd place. Mikkelsen out in front, 3 points for him. Dudek back in 2nd place, 2 points. Jack Holder finishing in 3rd place, and Benjamin Basso at the back and fails to score. Here we see the positions after 3 races completed by all the riders. 7 points for Mikkelsen, Dudek. Ty Woofenden on 6, Jensen on 6. Good stuff from him. Dan Bewley on 5 now. Doyle on 5, Smarslik 5, Robert Lambert on light. It's tight. You're going to have to really work hard with 2 qualifying heats to come. Plenty of racing coming up. So there we see Mikkel Mikkelsen, Chris, and you've got to say that despite his injuries, when that clutch drops, I mean, he looks really good on the bike. He doesn't seem to be sort of inhibited at all.
No, and when the bike's working well, it makes it look easy. It looks like the rider's just sitting on it doing nothing, but he's got it absolutely dialed in from the start. First turn there for Jack Holder. You know, I've got to say, I think he just roars in, turns the bike too hard, and we didn't see mistakes like that from him in the Speedway of Nations a few weeks ago, but struggling there in the first turn, gets the better of Basso, but it's all about Mikkel Mikkelsen up front, looking quick, and yeah, looking comfortable on the bike, much more comfortable than he does in the pits.
He does indeed, and Dudek coming through in 2nd place. Dudek there moving on to 7 points now, is having a really good night. Got to say Mikkelsen as well, leading the Grand Prix alongside Dudek, so fine work from him, and a lot of people talking about Mikkelsen prior to the event. Should he be here? Should he be riding? Is it detrimental to his injury? He says, well, it's not getting better, but it's not getting worse, and so far he's made the right call, because at this crucial time of the season, Chris, he's turned up, and he's doing a really good job. Yeah, and fair play to him. He's topping the scorecard at the moment after 12 heats, and I've got to say the volume in this stadium raises every time he hits the front. The Danish contingent here certainly appreciating. They are indeed, and we'll see the gate stats. Is there any change? Not too much, a couple of wins out of the middle 2 starts, but gates 1 and 4 still holding strong, particularly the outside gate, and it hasn't changed too much. Middle of the track is clearly significantly slicker, with less grip than the outside gate and the inside gate. Union flag waving proudly there in the crowd. Let's have a look back now and have a quick review of the action we've seen so far this evening. So there we go then, just a bit of a refresher of what we have seen so far this evening. And I've got to say that it's not the best Grand Prix we've seen so far, but I sense it's building nicely. And the point scoring situation with everybody taking points up for everybody else, it really is going to get nip and tuck with 2 qualifying races to come. Just fans just taking all the action in, and just a brief pause. So, as I say, 12 races completed, and it's beginning to take shape. But the point score, with everybody taking points off everybody else, Leon Madsen going along nicely. But here we go then. We can get some more reaction now down in the pits with Scott Nicholls, with Ty Woofenden joining him.
Yeah, Ty Woofenden joins me. Ty, tough first race, gate 3 wasn't doing much, but then obviously must have made some big changes, back-to-back wins.
Yeah, we changed bike after the first race. I probably didn't need to, but we wanted gate 3 in the first heat to get it out of the way. It's normally pretty bad here. And from Son, 2 and 4 got better later on, so I finished with 2 and 4, which is good. Yeah.
You make changes, you change the bikes for that second race, I believe. Is there much of a difference between the 2 bikes? Is it a significant difference, or is it just out there a subtle change can make a big difference on track?
You'd have to ask Ashley what's inside the engine, because I just ride them and I tell him if I like it or if I don't like it. That's, in my opinion, that's the best way, and not get caught up with it all. But yeah, this engine that I'm riding at the moment is what I rode here in the first day of Son, and it's been doing good in Poland for the last couple of months. So.
And is there much change between the track for the Speedway Nations? Obviously, we know it's a lot wetter there, but in terms of setup, have you had to drastically change the bike from that meeting?
We are a little bit different. It's a little bit colder tonight. Obviously, Son was a month ago, so it's a little bit warmer. They bladed all the dirt off the track after Son, and they relayed it for the Grand Prix, so it is a little bit different than what it was. But anyway, it's the same for everybody, so it's what it is.
It is, mate. The track is what it is. It's you're not having a campaign that you would want at the moment. You're showing those flashes of brilliance. Have you made many changes throughout the season, or are you still looking to make changes to kind of round the season out on a big high and put yourself back up in that top 6?
Man, the last 3 weeks I've moved mountains with things in the team and whatnot. Yeah, we need to finish this season, the best we can. We're always striving to be good at every race and good at every event. Once this season's over, the fire is very, very lit in the belly to smoke all these boys next year.
Well, let's hope that fire starts building now, mate, and good luck for the rest of the night.
Thank you.
Well, very strong words there from Ty Woofenden, and encouraging words, I would suggest, because it quite clearly hasn't been the season he was looking for, and big changes going on the track as well as off track, as well as on track. So we look forward to seeing what that result brings. But 3 rounds to go, and he's going along nicely here this evening with back-to-back wins in his second and third rides, and heat number 6 and heat number 9. Riders are prepared for the upcoming race, heat number 13. So not too much longer to go. No,
very impressed so far from the rider in shot here in yellow, Rasmus Jensen, the wild card tonight, Danish champion. And he really has impressed me. 6 points. He's got gate 4 and gate 1, so he's got favoured gates to come in his final 2 rides. I'd be surprised if we don't see him in the semi-finals.
Yeah, good work from Rasmus Jensen. Very relaxed, actually, before the meeting. I sense that as wildcard, he's come in with a good attitude. He's I spoke to him, actually, after qualifying, and he just said, because we had a bit of a giggle about the fact that he looped it on a practice start.
Don't mention it again.
And he was in good spirits, and he was just saying, everything to gain. I want to make my mark tonight. I want to show the organisers what I'm all about. So far, going along very nicely indeed. And sits on 6 points from his first 3 rides. Hasn't had a last place, and that's to his credit. He goes from the gates he got this time. He's got gate 4, so every chance here, but a tough race for Mikkel Mikkelsen, going along really well. And Dan Bewley beginning to find his form so far this evening, with 5 points from his last 2 outings. Grading is completed. The water cart has left the arena, so the tapes now come down, and so that is an indication that we will be back on with racing very shortly. And bikes far up as they begin to make their way towards the track. Just a short run here. You can literally come out onto the track and turn right and you're on top of the start gate straight away. I didn't always like that, actually. I quite preferred to actually have a bit of a ride round, maybe sort of like have a few deep breaths.
Look around, did you?
Yeah, have a bit of a look.
You couldn't do it when you were going quick.
No, could see the family if they were there and they were happy, but nonetheless here it's out of the pit gate and you're straight up at tapes, and certainly that's what Rasmus Jensen is already getting involved in. He's having a good dig around there, that's for sure. But you're right, Chris, he's having a good night of speedway. Lindgren going along okay. Needs a few big points here. He's got, what's he got, 5 points, yeah. So again, a foundation to build from with 2 qualifying heats to come. So this is heat 13, and we will see. Of course, Rasmus Jensen chose the draw number 1, so he comes out on a freshly prepared track every time, and he'll be hoping it works because, well, it has done so far. He's made the best of that, that's for sure. So the lineup then for heat 13 is Mikkelsen on the inside in red, Freddie Lindgren alongside him in gate number 2 in blue, Dan Bewley out of that gate number 3 in white, and off the outside is Rasmus Jensen in the yellow helmet colour. As I say, you can see that he's changed his bike after a couple of outings, and it certainly hasn't hindered him in any, has it? He's doing a fine job. Bewley here under a bit of pressure. He's got some points to his name now, but gate number 3 has proved to be difficult. Freshly prepared track, a little bit of water going down, a bit greasy out there, so you don't get away sharp here. It might be tough going.
Yeah, it was interesting from the qualification and the draw pick. There seemed to be a favouring of gate 2, which has been absolutely atrocious so far tonight.
There we go then. Heat 13 is with us. Green light is on. Takes her up really quickly. Certainly Mikkelsen on the inside made a great start. Rasmus Jensen round the inside, round the outside with Dan Bewley on the inside. Yeah, Rasmus Jensen really pushing hard there. Bewley coming up hard behind him, but Mikkelsen, that form, who's won a couple of races already tonight, out in front, the inside gate working a treat. But look at Jensen in second place, really working overtime and pushing hard here, looking for a way through. I sense he might be a little bit quicker. He is. He's up the inside. Mikkelsen under immense pressure out in front.
Tell you what, one tiny mistake from Mikkelsen and he's going to be through. Here he comes. What a corner from Rasmus Jensen. Brilliant stuff. Had the whole bike almost over the inside line, and now Mikkelsen's hitting back on the outside.
Here we go then into the last lap. Mikkelsen's responded brilliantly. Charge around the outside. Rasmus Jensen now having to settle for second place. What a speedway race this has been. Great effort from Rasmus Jensen initially, but Mikkelsen wouldn't be denied, would he? He battled back. What resolve he showed there. That was a terrific effort from him. He now moves on to 10 points. He's having a great night. And the home fans delighted with a Danish 1-2 there in heat number 13. Rasmus Jensen moves on to 8 points after 4 outings. What a race that was. Mikkelsen out in front, 3 points. Jensen back in second place. Dan Bewley out of the big points, 1 point for him. Freddie Lindgren missing out coming off of gate 2. It really is not the place to be here this evening. But for Mikkelsen and Rasmus Jensen, well, they put on a really fine show here.
Yeah, great ride from Mikkelsen. Dan Bewley makes a great jump from 3. I'll tell you what, if he hadn't have come up against the fast starting Mikkelsen off the inside gate, he would have made that one. But Rasmus Jensen, first couple of laps there, really putting everything into this race. Makes the bike work on the outside of Dan Bewley, drives past him down the back straight on the opening lap, and then takes the challenge on with Mikkelsen, and a great turn there. Nearly gets up the inside of Mikkelsen coming out of turn 4, but here down on turns 1 and 2 has the bike on the inside, picks up some virgin dirt just coming off the inside there where no one's been. Great ride from him, but Mikkelsen moves over into the dirt, comes flying back at him, which shows great resolve for a man who's far from fit tonight.
Yeah, great stuff from Mikkelsen there, because Rasmus Jensen really did throw the kitchen sink at him there and really hustled and put plenty of pressure on that move up the inside. I thought for a moment they might come together, but great to see the respect between the 2 Danish compatriots there and putting on a great show for us. And Mikkelsen moving on to 10 points with gate 3 to come, but he's in the semi-finals already, doing a good job. Needed to, outside the top 6, needs to work his way towards it, and right now he's going along very nicely indeed. So here we are then with heat number 14 with Max Frick on the inside in red, Patrick Dudek alongside him in gate number 2 in blue, gate number 3 in white is Jason Doyle, and on the outside in yellow is Pavel Shapelski. And Dudek's going good here tonight, but for Shapelski and Frick, desperate for points. So will Doyle. They need to build on a reasonable start for Doyle, but for Patrick Dudek, he's a man in top form here tonight. He's riding really nicely. So here we go, heat 14. Green light is on. Takes up sharpish and we're underway. They get to the first corner and Jason Doyle is there. That was tight into that first corner. Max Frick though, hugging the inside. Look at Doyle. Dudek! Oh, it's tight going into turn 3. Thought for a moment he was going to get to the front, but Doyle just about hanging on by the skin of his teeth there. Really was a very tight first corner indeed. Jason Doyle out in front now. Patrick Dudek settling in second place with Max Frick working really hard in third place. Doyle running wide. Is it too wide? Dudek's there. Can't afford to do that to keep the door open. Dudek round the inside. Doyle once again just recovering.
Yeah, Jason Doyle just sticking to his game plan, just staying on the outside, just a little uncomfortable. I think Dudek's going to have a run on him now. Yeah, Dudek through up the inside. Jason Doyle now looking for a cutback. Can he find that speed up the inside?
It's going to get tied into the last corner. Here we go then. Patrick Dudek taking advantage of Doyle running wide. Dudek's night is just getting better and better. He now moves on to 10 points as well. Great stuff from him. Jason Doyle will be frustrated there. He had that race. And the bike just pulling him too wide in that bottom corner, the pit corner there, and eventually it opened the door sufficiently for that man on screen to literally say thank you very much and roared on through. So 3 points for Patrick Dudek, 2 points for Jason Doyle in second place. Max Frick back in third, 1 point for him, and Pavel Shapelski missing out in heat 14, but got to say Dudek was there ready to pounce.
Yep, and it was cracking race in heat number 14 here, and we can see Jason Doyle does extraordinarily well, not only to get the bike to the corner from gate 3 the way he did, but to stop Dudek. But he didn't stop him because it roars down the inside. He stops him in the corner, but Dudek just makes a cutback, finds so much speed to come past Max Frick and then put Jason Doyle under immense pressure. But Jason Doyle just stuck to his guns, kept the bike outside in the dirt. He's always coming under pressure and looked vulnerable, I've got to say, from attack from Dudek, who was working the inside marvellous. You see there Dudek just looking over his right shoulder. You can see that Jason Doyle has generated the speed. Was very fair there not to shut the door on him, but little mistake from Jason Doyle as he runs too wide and Dudek's up the inside. Great race from Dudek.
Yeah, he was smart there, and Jason just possibly trying to carry a bit too much speed through the corner, but nonetheless he's on 7 points and in a good position of making the semi-finals with 1 qualifying heat to come. But for Dudek on to 10 points, he's looking good alongside Mikael Mikkelsen, and once again going about his job quite nicely and calmly, and doing a great job. And the rider that comes into tonight's event in 4th place, it's looking like he could be set for another big result here in the Vojens Speedway Stadium. So here we are then, heat number 15. Riders are up at tapes, and I'm sure we'll be in for another thrilling race here. Smarslik's out here once again, but 1 or 2 other riders with him are looking for some big points here now. Pressure coming on, semi-finals lurking just around the corner. This man, of course, responded so well last time out with a great win from him after failing to score in his second outing. On the inside in red then is Matej Janowski, Andrei Lebedev's alongside him in blue, Jack Holder in white, and Smarslik will go from the outside in yellow. They get to the first corner, Smarslik sweeping across. What a move, fabulous move from Smarslik. Matej Janowski was there, but he's got swallowed up coming off that first corner, with Lebedev's now coming through into second place, but a textbook move there from Bartosz Smarslik. He's turning on the style now, disappointing a little bit earlier on, but by golly, he has got some speed now, so he's pulling away out in front. Andrei Lebedev's back in second place. Got to say for Jack Holder, this is a disappointing ride for him, with Janowski back in third place. But what can you say about a championship leader? He means business right now.
He does, yeah. Our series leader has found that winning feeling. Back-to-back race wins here if he hangs on to this, and a great ride from him. He seems to have found that speed. Cracking opening lap from Lebedev's there to secure a second place ahead of Janowski and Holder. But it's all about this man And he piles on the points. He's going to move on to 8 points.
Brilliant ride from Bartosz Marzlik. Super win from him. That first corner move was out of the top draw. I didn't think he was quite going to get there. Janowski looking good on the inside, but Smarslik had other ideas and came through and wins the race in a good time as well, and looked very competitive indeed. And all of a sudden he's really grown into this meeting. He is not one for panicking, that's for sure. Smarslik out in front, 3 points for him. Lebedev's a fine ride by Lebedev's there, 2 points for him. Janowski back in third. Not a good Grand Prix for Janowski. He would have been looking for much more than that. And Jack Holder also misses out, and that's a disappointing ride for the Speedway of Nations winner. But for that man, championship leader, all of a sudden turning on the style.
Yeah, turning on the style. He's found the setup to win races. Comes from Gate 4, as you say. It wasn't the best of starts, but it was enough to get to the corner and the dirt line, and just moves around Janowski there. And Janowski came under fire from Jack Holder, but Lebedev's made a great first lap to cruise up the inside of these two to take second place. But it's all about the man up front, and that is Bartosz Smarslik. As I say, moves on to 8 points. Comfortable position now for him to be in with one ride to go.
So there we are then. Heat number 16 is not too far away, and it's a terrific looking lineup here, that's for sure. Leon Madsen and Ty Woofenden, Robert Lambert needing to make up for lost time, of course, with that tape exclusion last time. So the lineup then for heat number 16, we'll see Leon Madsen going from the inside in red. Ty Woofenden will go alongside him in gate number 2 in blue. Robert Lambert will come out of gate number 3 in white. And off the outside is Martin Vasilek, who's having a night to forget so far, that's for sure. But for Leon Madsen, he needs to respond now here. He needs points here, Chris, because there's no question that that last he ran last time out has certainly given him an awful lot of work to do. So and with Woofenden going along nicely, he's looking really strong. There's your lineup for you, and it's certainly a big conclusion to the fourth block of races. And the rider who lies in second place in the World Championship right now, who started so well, that was such an eye-catching ride he had earlier on, wasn't it, when he passed Dudek, needs to produce that sort of performance here.
Yeah, ran a last time out, which has really put him under pressure. Really needs to win this, move himself onto 7 points with the heat to go.
Yep.
To give himself a decent chance.
Indeed it does then, so a big race now. Heat number 16. Night is on and we're away. Madsen's made a good start from that inside. Woofenden following him through on the inside. Here comes Martin Vasilek looking for a way through, but the door is well and truly slammed shut and has to shut the throttle off down the back straight. Robert Lambert is back in fourth place. Madsen out in front, but Woofenden is lurking in second place, winding it up, beginning to show some real speed, but Madsen's fast as well. Madsen, this is good stuff from him. Failing to score last time, needed to respond, and is doing so really nicely here.
Yeah, we heard Ty Woofenden in his interview earlier saying he's got the fire back in his belly. He's ringing the changes with his backroom staff, and he's certainly chasing Leon Madsen, but Leon now just looking to move to the outside. Spent the first couple of laps more around the inside, but he's now just working the bike on the outside. He's pulling away now from Ty Woofenden.
Good ride from Leon Madsen. It's exactly what he needed, and he's done a really good job. And again, the home crowd very appreciative of that. Woofenden was coming on strong earlier on, but the speed of Madsen out in front, he couldn't quite catch him. And for Leon Madsen, clearly delighted with that. He said on numerous occasions he doesn't always enjoy riding here in Vojens, but all of a sudden he's winning races here. Second win of the night for Leon Madsen, 3 points for him. Ty Woofenden back in second place, going along nicely. Ty Woofenden 2 points, Martin Vasilek 1 point for him. Here we see the standings then after 4 rides each. Mikkelsen out in front alongside Dudek on 10, Smarslik on 8, Woofenden on 8, Rasmus Jensen on 8 as well. Leon Madsen moving on to 7, Jason Doyle on 7 as well. But for that man, that was a terrific ride just when he really needed to. And I must say, he is looking set for the semi-finals. So it's all taking shape quite nicely now, Chris, and you've got to say that Madsen needed that, and